And yeah, we'll see how that goes. Just setting himself up here at the Zelnaga Watchtower. Let's see what he's seen. Yeah, let's see if he knows about this gold expansion. Yes, of course he does, because he dropped the Hellions there. Any upgrades? Yeah, he has level 1, and he's just started level 2. Some Marauders coming down. He did just get the concussive shell upgrade. And what's he going to put on this factory? I would love to see a tech lab on this factory. Thank you. Thank you, fella. So, yeah, here comes this force. Definitely way outnumbering the Zerg now. He's going to have to back it on up. And, yeah, just picking off the stragglers there. Hellions are some fast boys. And Marauders, with their slow, don't help either. So, here comes this nice little push here. And I just want to pause for a moment and look at this cool composition. Does this number of, let's see, we got 3, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 Hellions. Does this remind anyone else of Vultures in Brood War? Because it does to me. Hellions are so darn cheap that I feel like Terrans, including myself, haven't really exploited that that economic advantage they provide. They cost nothing, and I feel the same way about Queens. If you watch, there's some really cool mass queen strategies too that are were becoming more prevalent. And oh my God, here comes some banelings. Hellions are, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. And the banelings, not quite enough. Let's take another look in slow mode. Back it up appropriately though, first. So here he is up here, morphing the banelings. Maybe we can slow it down. Look at this cool unit control. He's got his banelings selected. He right-click over here by the Marines. He swings his Marines around, and while the banelings are trying to chase the Hellions, which do that awesome plus to light damage and also that awesome AoE, take the baneling AoE while simultaneously eliminating all the banelings, and the Marauders, Medevacs, and Marines are left to clean up the mess. And I know Marines aren't the greatest against roaches, but there's also a solid number of Marauders there to help out. And faster, not fast, please. And it looks like he is going to finish off this gold expansion as his reward. So, very, very cool play there. One thing I'd like to point out is there's a lot of good lessons here for players, even though this is what you could call a irrelevant game patch-wise. Puberty. But, you know, obviously these things aren't doing the same amount of damage anymore. You know, lots of things have changed in the meta game, whatever. But this constant use of money, this constant production by Maka, this cool exploitation of the Hellions, which I think are a vastly underused unit still. I'd like to reiterate that. All this stuff is just very cool and should be taken to heart by not just Terran players, but just look at the playstyle, understand his overall game plan, and you know, think about emulating it in your own games when the beta comes back. And here comes another roach surround. The banelings are getting... Oh, that baneling got in there. The banelings are getting blocked by their own roaches, unfortunately. But if you see there, the roaches do manage to get the surround. Oh, but the Marauders managed to pull it out thanks to the medevac unit. And that little bad boy right there didn't hurt either. Tons of damage to armored in this army, and when you got pure roaches, that's going to be problematic. So, and here's, oh yeah, this is why this game's great. Picks up his infantry, lets the Marines suffer, unfortunately, saves his Marauders, because those were going to go down. They were getting backed into a corner by the reinforcements. Banelings forming, oh, I see you. Come here. No, sir. And just really, really tight dropship control here. Really causing a nightmarish time for the Zerg here. So here comes this army again, and the banelings are rolling in, and ooh! I don't think so, Junior. And that's why Maka is a very, very admired Terran player. This sort of dropship play is very common in Brood War with the Korean pro gamers with the Reaver shuttle. You know, some really, really cool shuttle play, but we haven't seen a whole lot of it in StarCraft 2 yet. And here comes the reinforcements from Maka. sieging up his tank. That's going to help a lot. Stim goes off. Let's see if he is going to decide to back out of the tank's range. But unfortunately, a second tank is on its way. So he's going to go ahead and... there you go. He's going to siege it up. Check out the range on that sucker. And that's going to make siege tanks absolutely annihilate banelings. If the siege tank manages to get shots off on that, that's just all gone. But the siege tank did fire on the roaches. The roaches are rolling in. Okay, but I think there's going to be enough tank and marauder here to... ooh, man, this is a close fight. Yeah, he's backing out of the tank range now. Another big old ball coming here for Terran. And, yeah, I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but always macro before you attack. Right now, I can guarantee you, Maka macroed up some units right before he made this push, and you should always do that every time you push. Macro, then attack. Don't attack and then macro when you should be microing. It's easy to mess up and oh so crucial. So yeah, just rolling in here with this nice little mix, and I like this classic mix. I don't know, it makes me feel good to see a well-rounded Terran army, even back in these patch days, being effective. And yeah, don't you ever tell me mech sucks, because it didn't, and now it really doesn't. So, just chasing down these last few roaches. It's not looking good for our Zerg player Zenio. Zenio! And yeah, Roach is going to come in here, but homeboys aren't far behind. Sieges up the tank and cleans that up handily. A few Roaches here trying to, I don't know, trying to glean some small satisfaction out of some cutting off the reinforcements. Now it is always good to cut off the reinforcements because that macro reinforcement is really powerful, but at this point it was definitely too late. So yeah, you're not going to cut off the streaming units at this point. But it was a good thought. And there you go, empties the dropships. Really good dropship play for Maka in this game. And this is an old game, so he's only gotten better, you know. And that is a frightening. So yeah, good game. Say it. Oh, I guess I say it for 16 seconds. Yeah, spoiler alert. What up? Yeah, but this is the kind of army I love. I love a mix. And there's the GG, which looks like two unimpressed eyeballs with perfectly flat eyebrows. I don't know if the resolution's high enough on YouTube for you guys to see that Korean character, but anyways. What was I saying? Oh, I really like that mix. I like a good, well-rounded mix. He's got healing, he's got air to ground. No, he doesn't have air to ground. He has ground to air, which is very important against the Zerg. Ground to air, he's got mech, he's got siege, and he has all those add-ons, and it's because of that that he's able to, if, say, Zerg went mutas, you know, fast tech switches, which are the Zerg's strength in StarCraft 2, he would be ready. And I think this sort of build around this time is what led into the very popular 1-1-1 Terran modus operandi that was so prevalent at the end of the beta, and I used a lot. So yeah, maybe a little bit of a precursor there in that game to current popular Terran builds, but we'll see what the rest of the beta brings. This has been SaharaDrac, sclegacy.com. Make sure you check out the SC Legacy YouTube channel rather than the StarCraft Legacy YouTube channel in the near future. And yeah, have a great day.